Hi, welcome to this video in which we are going to see a grammar lesson that corresponds to the textbook Skillful 4, Reading and Writing, Unit number 9, page 166. So let's get started. Well, as you can see here, we have the title of the lesson. In this case, we are going to see verb patterns. We're going to start with case number 1. As you can see here, we have a general formula. We have a verb plus preposition plus gerund. Right below this formula, we have a list of verbs, verbs that are followed by prepositions. In this case, we have admit to, believe in, benefit from, care about, concentrate on, cope with, decide against, depend on, disagree with, and object to. So, in order to understand much better this grammatical structure, let's start with example number 1. Here we have the first example. Number 1 says, we believe in, the verb is get good grades on the test. So in this case, what I have to do is I have to change the verb get into the ing form. So in this case, my answer would be getting. Okay, I'm going to change it into a red color and highlight with yellow. So in this case, getting goes in the gerund form because here I have the preposition in. Okay, let's continue with the next example. Here in number 2, it says, they decided against, the verb is open a new mall in the neighborhood. As you can see in number 2, after the verb decided, I have the preposition against. So in this case, as the rule says, what I have to do is I have to turn into the verb into the ing form. So I would say they decided against opening a new mall in the neighborhood. So I turn this into yellow color, and this would be my answer. Finally, we have one more example, in this case number 3. Let's see what it says. She objects to, the verb is participate in the meeting. So in this case, I have the subject she, the verb objects, and here I have the preposition to. So in this case, participate has to go in the gerund form. In other words, I have to say participating, right? I'm going to highlight my verb. I'm going to use yellow color, and there you are, participating, verb in the ing form. Now, we are going to see another case in which the situation is a little bit different. Here we have case number 2. In this case in particular, we have the verb plus object plus preposition to plus the verb in the base form. Below this formula, we have a list of verbs. As you can see here, we have advise, allow, ask, encourage, expect, order, permit, persuade, remind, and warn. In order to understand much better this case number 2, let's start with the first example. So what do we have here? Here says, we expect, here we have Michael, then we have the verb help us with the project. So what do I do in this case? Let's see. Expect is the verb, all right? So Michael is the object. So in this case, I copy Michael. Michael. According to the formula, whenever I use the verb expect, I put then in this case, the object, which is Michael, and then my verb goes with the preposition to and the base form. So in this case, I have to put to and then the verb in the base form. Help us with the project. So here I highlight the object, preposition to, and the verb help with the base form. This will be the answer for number 1. Let's continue with example number 2. In this case, I have the new team coach encouraged I have soccer players train harder. So what do I do in this case? Well, in this case, the verb is encouraged. What I need now is to copy the object. In this case, the object is soccer players. Okay. And then I need the preposition to, and then the verb in the base form. So in this case, it will be train. So I'm going to highlight. I'm going to use yellow color. So the answer would be the new team coach encouraged the soccer players to train harder. Let's continue with example number 3. Let's see. In number 3 says, Mr. Anderson will ask, here I have Susan, the verb is join us today. So what do I do in this case? In this case, my verb is will ask, will ask. So I need to copy the object. In this case, the object is Susan. Then I put the preposition to, and then I copy the verb in the base form. In this case, we have join. I'm going to highlight the answer. So here I have Mr. Anderson will ask Susan to join us today. Great. Finally, we have example number 4. Let's see what says here. Number 4 says, he persuaded, and the verb is help him with the work office. So what do I do in this case? In this case, my verb is persuaded. The rule says that after persuaded, I have to put the object. In this case, the object is and I need the preposition to, and finally, I need the verb in the base form, help. I'm going to highlight my answer, as you can see. And in this case, the complete answer would be, he persuaded Anne to help him with the work office. In this case, we just have seen verbs that are followed by an object, preposition to, and the verb in the base form. Okay. Now we are going to work on some exercises. First, let's read the instructions. Instructions. Choose the correct form of the verb to complete the sentences. That's what I have to do. In this case, I have 2 options. Now, it's your turn to work on this. I'm going to give you 20 seconds so you decide what the correct answer is. Let me set the timer. Okay, there you are. I'm going to give you 20 seconds and you're going to decide what the correct answer is. Read the sentence very carefully and choose your answer, please. All right, let's see. Let's check what the correct answer is in this case. Let's analyze the sentence. In this case, it says, it's important that they remind him to participating in the competition. All right. If you see, here my verb in number 1 is remind. After remind, I have an object. In this case, the object is him. So if I have remind, the verb remind, I have object. In this case, I need a preposition to plus the verb in the base form. In this case would be to participate. This will be the correct answer. Okay? It's important that they remind him to participate in the competition. Okay, let's continue with number 2. Exercise number 2. Again, read very carefully the statement and choose the appropriate answer. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Go ahead, please. All right, time is up. So let's study number two. Number two says they will have to concentrate on. If you see before the two options, we have the verb concentrate, and after the verb concentrate, I have the preposition on. And as the rule says, after the preposition, what I need is the verb in the ing form. Therefore, in this case, my correct answer would be practicing. So I'm going to highlight the correct answer. They will have to concentrate on practicing for the final game. Great. Now we're going to continue with exercise number 3. The same, read the sentence very carefully and choose the appropriate answer. You have 20 seconds. Go ahead, please. All right, let's analyze number 3. Here says Mrs. Gilbert ordered us submitting to submit the proposal. All right. In this case, the verb is ordered. After order, I have the object, which is us. Therefore, in this case, the correct answer is preposition to plus the verb in the base form, submit. We're going to highlight the answer and we're going to read it. Mrs. Gilbert ordered us to submit the proposal. Okay, very good. Now we continue with number 4. The same, read the sentence very carefully and choose the appropriate answer. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. You can start. All right, time is up. So let's analyze the sentence. Number 4 says, the woman warned the little kid to stay away from the dog. All right. Now, if we analyze number 4, we will see that here we have the verb warned. And after warned, I have an object. In this case, the object is the little kid. Therefore, the correct answer in this case is preposition to plus the verb in the base form, to stay. We're going to highlight it. So the sentence would be, the woman warned the little kid to stay away from the dog. This would be example number 4. Now we are going to continue doing other exercises. Let's see. Here we have the instructions. We are going to read them in order to understand what we have to do. So here we have instructions. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the words. In parentheses, add prepositions where necessary. All right. So in this case, we have to fill in the blanks. So let's start with number 1. Okay. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Read very carefully the sentence and choose the appropriate. In this case, you have to fill in the blank with the correct answer. In this case, with the correct form of the words, and you may add a preposition if necessary. Okay, time is up. So let's analyze number 1. Here says it's important that they remind, we have blank space, Michael participate in the competition. So what do we do in this case? The first thing that we have to see here is that we have the verb remind. Okay, so remind in this case has to be followed by an object. In this case, the object is Michael. With Michael, it is important that they remind Michael. Then I need a preposition to, and then the verb in the base form. Participate in the competition. Okay, I'm going to highlight the answer. And that's it. Let's continue with exercise number 2. There you are. I'm going to give you 20 seconds so you can prepare your answer. Go ahead, please. Well, time is up. Let's analyze number 2. Number 2, we have here the subject is he, the verb concentrates, and after concentrates, we have the preposition on. According to the grammatical rule, we should put a verb in the gerund form right after the preposition. Therefore, in this case, I put doing. This would be the correct word. So the correct answer would be he concentrates on doing homework. All right, let's continue with the next example, the next exercise, number 3. Okay, 20 seconds. Go ahead, please. All right, let's analyze number 3. In this case, it says he persuaded the secretary sign the document. So in this case, what is my verb? My verb is persuaded, which is in the simple past. Then I have an object, which is the secretary. Therefore, after the secretary, I need the preposition to and the verb in the base form. This will be the correct form of the verb. So the answer would be he persuaded the secretary to sign the document. Very good. Now we continue with exercise number 4. 20 seconds. Please go ahead. Okay, time is up. Let's analyze number 4. In this case, it says, I can I can't adjust. The verb is live on my own. Well, in this case, after adjust, I need the preposition to. It's followed by the preposition to. So in this case, if I'm gonna use adjust to, I need a verb in the ing form or gerund. So in this case, my answer would be adjust to living. So I'm gonna highlight this with yellow color. So my answer would be I can adjust to living on my own. Let's continue with exercise number 5. 20 seconds. Go ahead, please. All right, let's analyze number 5. In the case of number 5 says, she cared, we have the verb help, other young people. All right. So what happens in this particular case? If you notice, here we have the verb cared, and the verb cared is always followed by the preposition about. So the preposition is missing. Therefore, after the preposition about, I need a verb in the ing form. So my answer would be the following. She cared about helping other young people. Okay. preposition about, verb in the gerund form. Finally, we have exercise number 6. There you are. 20 seconds. Please analyze it. All right, perfect. Let's analyze number 6. Here says some authorities permit travelers stay in their countries for more than 90 days. So let's see. As you can see here, we have the verb permit. After permit, we need an object. In this case, the object is travelers. For travelers, I need preposition to, and then the verb in the base form. In this case, verb is stay. This will be the answer for exercise number 6. So let's read. Some authorities permit travelers to stay in their countries for more than 90 years. This will be the correct answer. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Now you are ready to do the grammar exercises on page 166, unit number 9, Skillful 4. Thanks for watching.